Hello friends, my name is Kaleb. Welcome back to my channel. What we're going to do today is I'm going to be reacting to a couple of photos of myself from my teenage years, using the term teenage quite loosely because we're going to start from roughly my tween years and then those terrible teenage years up to the point where I was just about entering college or first year of college, where I really, by all rights, should have been an adult and acted like an adult, but I still was a teenager and acted like a teenager. I actually identified as a goth slash emo, but probably more goth when I was in high school. And as you can see, now I'm not. We are going to start with one from 2010. This is a photo of me and my sister when she was first entering her college. I was 14, actually going on 15. Braces were not that bad. I don't know why people always find pictures with braces to be really awkward and cringy. I don't. I mean, basically it's just saying my parents had enough money to slap down to make sure I had teeth that are socially conforming. I haven't been wearing my retainer for years, so I remember distinctly that exact necklace. There were matching earrings and a matching ring that all had the same like mother of pearl design, like moon and stars. And I lost all three of those things on separate occasions because, as we all know, I am a chronic dumbass. That's exactly why I have this channel. Oof, I can see like the oil blooming on my face there. And still got the braces, still got the necklace. I was going through that really weird phase where I didn't really know what to do with my fashion yet. I was doing some sort of pastel vibe here, I guess, with like the Midwest mom jeans. So for a bit of context, 14 years old was when I had started volunteering at the local hospital. Being a homeschooled kid, naturally the only adult role models, whether it be in terms of behavior, speech, fashion, were either my parents or the elderly people who were volunteering in the office with me. So, you know, cardigans and mock neck turtlenecks, that was a thing. I probably got it on sale though. So this is 2011, so I was 15 going on 16. I think you can kind of see the change in my face that's more similar to what I look like now. I used to not have a high bridge to my nose. Like, I have a bit of a bridge now. Not enough that I can buy those really nice cheap plastic frames that are stylish and it sits on high on my nose. No, I still need to pay an extra couple $100 for a nice metal frame with the nose pads. And the nose pads break and then I have to buy them again. And those camel pants, I loved them. I wanted to wear them forever, but I outgrew them because I got a big booty. Puberty hit me. It hit me hard. Like basically all the parts that now I don't want to have to be very big are huge. So I'm a trans guy, in case I never mentioned this. I'm wearing a binder right now and hoping my ass is kind of flat. So I really loved camo. Clues you're always trans. Back in 2011, I included this. I forgot that I'd included this in the group of selfies to react to because this was the first time I experienced a panic attack. I think if you kind of zoom in a little bit of my face, you can see it. I went bowling with my mom that night and I had injured my two fingers because I picked up a bowling ball that was too heavy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I actually dislocated my left ring finger and I just popped it back when I was in the bathroom because metal is I grew up in an Asian family, and so having any sort of unnecessary medical emergency was terrible. So I figured my parents might be mad if I told them that I'd injured myself, so I'd rather just deal with it in the down low. But yeah, I had like a panic attack, and you can kind of see me trying to stop my tears there. Also, you will note like the princess length hair that went all the way down to my waist. Most of the time I actually had it past my butt. That was the time when I didn't really know what to do with my style. I would wear, again, these awkward cardigan sort of ensembles in strange colors, but normally I would do something with my hair, like braided and stuff. This was also the time I was going through the Lord of the Rings phase. Not that I ever left it, but yeah, I liked hairstyles that had lots of braids in them. 2011, I was 15, and yep, that was when I was volunteering at the hospital. Okay, so I didn't cringe at any of the other pictures, but this one I am cringing just because Oh man, you can practically feel the despair in the way that huge ass uniform just hangs off my shoulders. And the khaki capris, oh my lord. Back in the early 2010s or even before then, did you guys also wear like a lot of those twill or khaki or basically cotton capri pants? Yeah, I feel like a lot of teenagers did. So, story time. There was a certain dress code at the hospital where I worked. This was actually the time when I was already identifying as goth/emo and I started having my hair down all the way, no longer braided. Think like Evanescence. Wake me up inside! Right? And I had like dark purple makeup. Don't worry, you're gonna see some pictures of it. And I wanted to wear all black with everything. But I had a boss, let's call her Elle, who one day when I wore my favorite black knee-high boots with my black jeans to work, you know, she called me into the office and she was like, this is not a fashion mall, okay? This is a hospital. Inside, I was very snarky. I've always been that way. But back then, social anxiety was like through the roof. I didn't know how to defend myself before her because she was, nasty. So I sort of untucked my pants and put them over my boots as a compromise. But looking back, that was hella petty. I mean, like, who cares if the 15-year-old courier who is like carrying a poop sample from the nursing unit to the lab is wearing black boots with black jeans with her uniform? I mean, like, really? I'm getting heated. So this was later in the year. This was after the hospital moved facilities to a bigger hospital. I had more freedom with how I dressed because my boss, Elle, worked in the basement. And I moved to reception, which was far, far away from her, so she couldn't check on me all the time. So you can't really see it here because it's kind of tame, but I definitely had the dark purple eyeshadow and all-around winged eyeliner going on there, and the black eyebrows, and I was definitely wearing black pants at that time. Awkward smile of death. I literally worked a 9-hour shift, and that was the worst mistake of my high school life. I would work from 7 to 4, and because one of my parents had to drop me off before going to work, well, I would have to wake up at like 5:30. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the only picture I have from 2012. So 2012 is basically a black hole in my entire archive of selfies. Ironically, that was definitely the year I took the most selfies because I had discovered that I had a webcam on my laptop. I know, right? It's like, that's why it's such shitty quality. Yeah, you can see the panda eyes there. I had a MySpace at the time. I was also one of those kids who did those roleplay clubs. I don't know if you know what that is. Back in the day, we went old school, okay, and we had forums on websites like Kotev, which used to be called Quizazz. Give this video a thumbs up if you were alive and a teenager during the time when Kotev was called Quizazz. So I ran a supernatural roleplay club among many other things. I went full on with the goth emo makeup. I did the whole thing with my hair in front of my face whenever I pose, and at MySpace sort of like hiding behind my hand, right? Shortly after that, my mom discovered my internet activity, so I had to like quickly delete a whole bunch of stuff from my hard drive. So this is the only surviving one from 2012 because I found it recently on my email account. Thumbs up for using the same email account that you had like 7-8 years ago. Yeah, at some point I used it as my profile picture, so that's why Google still saved it. Fun fact, I actually crocheted that hat myself. It was peach and I liked it because it matched my peach sweater. Okay, 2013, and I was still doing that awkward MySpace kawaii hiding behind my hand thing. I really wanted to have like black or purple nail polish, but obviously that was banned, so I like secretly bought some, and then I started using it once I actually entered college. This was around the time where I was actually doing like YouTube makeup tutorials, just showing people how I put on my goth makeup, and I was super into the Shadowhunters fandom at the time. The books were out, the show and the movies were not, and I always imagined the character Isabel Lightwood, who's like a really badass feminist icon and such a talented fighter. I imagined her as being goth, so I would try to make tutorials where I drew in my face with the Shadow Hunter runes, put the black makeup on like Shadow Hunter style. I even had a black moto jacket. I don't know if I included a picture here with that black moto jacket. We will see. This is one of the last pictures where I had my hair that long, literally past my butt. After that I kept it at my waist, and then now you can see it's short. Not short enough! Trans guy problems. Oh, frick. Wow, that jump scared me. Yeah, I don't think much has to be said anymore about this picture. I had tried to crimp my hair because I was going to an 80s themed dance party that was specifically for freshmen. But obviously once a goth, always a goth. You can never... Yeah, wow, this makes me feel uncomfortable. You can see, like, the big goth energy there. Moving on. Okay, I was definitely wearing dark eyeliner behind those sunglasses, but I thought I would look cool. Yeah, definitely still goth there. I just like this photo. It's kind of sweet. It was a group mostly from my dorm in my class year, and we would go on ice skating trips. Okay, so wow, like a chill, like an uncomfortable chill just went across my body. I will talk about this in much more detail in another video, but as a trans guy, I have something that is called dysphoria. It's also known as body dysphoria, in which obviously I feel extremely uncomfortable and sometimes self-traumatized by looking at the feminine parts of my body, right? Hence why I wear a chest binder and masculine clothing, and I'm trying to get my hair to look shorter. So, that being said, this is a photo from one of the formal dances during my freshman year of college, and it makes me super deeply uncomfortable. I think because this was definitely when my face really took on its like peak femininity. I was actually known as the person who could do makeup best in the dorm, so that night there was a line of girls outside my room waiting to have their hair and faces done. Fun fact, my chest continued to grow, so literally I did not have any pictures taken of myself that night from the back or the side, only the front, because the back was only partially zipped. Yeah, it couldn't fit all the way around my chest. Well, now it could. Objectively, I guess I could say I looked attractive as a woman. You could almost say I really look like a woman here, but it's really difficult for me to say that. Well, I feel more comfortable reacting to this. So yes, you can see the dark nail polish again. This was pre-Halloween night at my college. But that's one thing that I forgot to mention. Almost every day, except for that formal dance where I was trying to fit in and look a little less goth, I wore this blue hair clip-in that I got from Walmart. It was actually dark blue with some black leopard spots, which I thought was pretty heckin' cool. And I still think it's cool right now. Some of my professors thought it was cool. So that is actually the everyday makeup that I wore at the time. The only difference being that, as you can see in the next picture, I added some purple crescent moon and star shapes on my under eye, and obviously I added a bit of black lip liner to my lips, but ordinarily I wore burgundy lipstick and or completely nude. Yeah, this is one of the only selfies that survived from that year because my hard drive crashed, but this one I found on my Facebook. So there you could see like that is the moto jacket. That's the moto jacket. Man, I miss that jacket. Another thing that doesn't fit me. There you can see I would normally retain the burgundy lip. Why the fixation with the mirror in front of the bathroom? I don't know. I had one in my room, but I was always taking this one because I thought it was aesthetic. So for a quick side-by-side comparison, this is the latest professional photo I had taken of myself. This is from late last year, so I was 22 going on 23. Fun fact, that is the exact same shirt that I'm wearing right now. And also, funnily enough, even though I am obviously wearing makeup there and I have my long hair in my face, I feel much less dysphoric looking at this photo. Probably not only because of the clothes, like also because I think you can just literally see the gay in my eyes. And so that concludes my reaction to photos and selfies of my teenage/goth self. I hope you had a good laugh or at least a bit of entertainment from this. You should also know that I may look like this on the outside, but inside I am forever a goth. See you around next time.